All right, let's get back into the stream. We're live, right? Yes, we are. Go fly. I think I might do some racing. First, I got to get to my bunker. Do some drugs.
I am so ready to get out of the city. I want to go someplace natural and real.
Give me your car, please.
I couldn't wish for anything.
I don't care what you wish for.
Excuse me.
Car. Well, this is nothing against YouTube. Well, that's not nice. I know games are meant to be played, and streaming has been somewhat new, especially with when a game like GTA came out. They weren't worried about it, but I was just thinking because I got the copyright notice for some of the stuff I did on live yesterday, some of the music that was on, and it got me thinking, why would they not want and every music, like every song that's on a game, to be able to be streamed live without copyright? Like, I feel like that should be like part of whatever. Like when they sign on, when the artist signs on to do the deal that, hey, like this song is gonna get streamed to the game publicity, but you may not make as much money because it's not gonna be copyrighted. I don't know, something like that. It just seems weird that they have this game that everyone streams, but there's components of it that people can't hear, like on videos or whatever, because the music is copyrighted, and it threatens to take down some content from people. Obviously, it doesn't affect me that much. I'll just mute the segments and stuff and just have it back up and running. But I was just thinking about it. It makes common sense that if you're going to stream a game and try to get the publicity out about a game, you shouldn't have to worry about certain parts and certain songs within the game that are actually being played and streamed. Just my little 2 cents on that part. So obviously, I'm an NFL fan first, but I'm a basketball fan. So watching LeBron last night, um, it was like one of those bittersweet moments. So I am a Sixers fan. So when LeBron was taking over the East and stuff, we were terrible anyway. Um, it was after the 2001 like seasons with AI and all that, and I mean, the best years after that were what the hell? Were when we had Iggy as our leading guy, which says kind of all you need to know, Iggy and Drew, that era. But because of that, I never really had a reason to hate LeBron. So I've always been like kind of one that just kind of I'm not gonna like be a super fan like people are or be a super hater. Like I've just loved just to watch him play and seeing him put on that 40 point in what maybe his last game was like, and then how exhausted he was. It just puts into perspective how long and how good these players are. LeBron is in literally year 20, putting up 40 in a playoff game with his team on the line, and his team is doing nothing. AD kind of gave up. Austin Reeves was Austin Reeves. He's going to be what he is probably for the rest of his career. Hopefully he improves a little bit, but that's just kind of what I expect him to be. D'Lo, again, did not show up, not surprisingly. But LeBron just trying to... If he was maybe 6 years younger, I think he could have pulled that out with the team. But he showed that it was getting to his age was getting to him. You can see how tired he is. What the hell? Why is there a bounty on me? I didn't even kill anybody. Oh, sweet! This thing came. Super sidetracked. But just seeing LeBron's performance was amazing last night. I think it was one of those that will go down in his career as one of those highlight moments. Like just kind of like how Kobe was at the end of his career with that 60-pointer in his last game out. I don't think this is LeBron's last game. I think he will come back for maybe another year or two, maybe just to play against his son or something like that. Which, unless he doesn't want to play with his son, and it's fine that way either. But it was just one of those things that you watch and you just truly like. You can't help but just marvel at what this guy has done for his entire career. It has been insane. Switch down staff up. Sure, I'll buy that. I mean, it sucks that LeBron had to go out in 4 because I know he didn't want to. I think he was just at the point where
Okay, you're making a few drops today. Slight complication is Merryweather's got your delivery schedule. Look out for him and maybe put someone on the insurgents' weapons system. Otherwise, good luck.
Alright, so one of the main things I saw that just made me want to get on and just talk about it was what is going on with Activision. So, before I get this moving, I just want to make sure everything is, yep, looks like we're good. So Activision, obviously Call of Duty, it's where I've gotten a lot of my playtime throughout the years, with however many, it's been like months to years that I put on Call of Duties. At this point in my life, growing up with them, I don't understand where the sudden insecurity has come from within that company. So recently they shut down SM2 and I forget the other one, that just was the cease and desist that was just sent out yesterday for these mod servers or whatever they're called, for people to play the older games. You would think they would want to keep that fan base around as long as possible. Like I saw Rockstar, I don't know if they were supporting it, but I saw people saying that like Rockstar like welcomed the people were trying to make the game safe and playable for older generations that want to go back and revisit games or whatever. And Activision, I don't know like what's happened within that company. I don't know the structure and how much has changed, but I know that I think there's been a lot of layoffs, and I don't see the company lasting the way it's going right now. They are turning the obvious like blind eye to the entire fan base that they have, and the ones that have been around the longest. That's kind of the difference. Is you have this group that grew up on these games like MW2, Black Ops 3, COD 4, the original COD, all these games, and they've been around the longest. They've bought the games, and that's like I think the thing they don't understand. They probably Activision is big CEO. I gotta protect them. I gotta protect our rights and stop people from stealing this property from us or whatever because they're not paying for it. Realistically, like I saw what Jeff said in his video about this stuff, and I completely agree with what he was saying. Is that who gives a fuck? Like you have multi-billion dollars within your company, and you are setting records every year with sales. So why does a few thousand people going away matter? Realistically, these games are, well, first of all, they're not, I don't know how much is for, I don't know too much about them, but I can tell you they're most likely not for console. Drop the weapons. What the fuck is happening? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm just gonna let it play out and see how this goes. Hold on, my dog is whining to go outside. I'll be right back. just my dog getting older. She's scared because our ottoman, she sleeps on the ottoman, and she's scared to jump off of it. Because it moves, because she ruined the carpet, and we don't have a carpet underneath it right now. Not a carpet, a rug. So there's nothing to hold it in place when she jumps off of it. So I have to go sit on the ottoman for her to get off. Fun stuff. Back to what I was saying, yeah. The insecurity within Activision right now it's just mind-blowing. You are cutting off a fan base that has been around the longest, has probably paid you the most, and are introducing new fans to your content. So say you have someone that says, hey, have you ever played this game, like Black Ops 3 or MW2, like the original one, the good one? Have you ever played it? And then someone says no. Then they go, like, hop onto the server real quick. I just want to show you what the old times was like, and it's the nostalgia that we had and the gunplay that we had compared to what it is now. And so they do that, and you're shutting off fans from really enjoying a game. So say you have someone that wants to be like that, that really enjoys Black Ops 3 or whatever, and is there a way to get, not what I wanted to do. They really enjoy Black Ops, and they look forward to if there's another Black Ops coming out. So now you've cut off a fan from potentially, first of all, not knowing about Black Ops a whole lot, and enjoying a further game and looking forward to it, to someone that doesn't know anything about the game and may not even buy it besides Warzone, because that's going to be the free part of the game. So you're isolating yourself. First of all, this guy needs to die. Here we go. And I just don't understand why a company with so much money and so much resources, first of all, you've basically admitted that your games kind of are trash, and like the more recent games are trash, because you're trying to hide the way the older games play. And that's what I think has been most revealing, is the push for Activision to get further and further away from their past, which is what built the entire company. So you can talk about whatever you want, whatever game Activision made in the past, but that past, years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, is the reason Activision is still in charge of games today. Like, it's not like a secret. Yes, they make great games, and that's why they're in charge today. But if you're trying to hide that because your most recent games are such ass that people want to go play the older games, I don't know, like, what they want people to do. Is like to just sit there and enjoy a game that they obviously don't want, or just wait until the conclusion of Activision stopping to be a producer altogether. I don't think they will ever stop being a producer of games and a developer, but I think it will get to a point where people will, wow, I suck, will make decisions based on developers. Like, it used to be a war back with Treyarch and Activision and Jesus Christ, and Infinity Ward, that people, like, I was one of them, that I sucked at Treyarch games more than I did Activision games and Infinity Ward, and it could have just been the gunplay or what, but There we go. But you have this amazing like industry that you've created to fall back on with the old Call of Duties. So why are you not celebrating that? And I know they're just gonna say, oh, well, maybe we want to do that in the future. But everyone knows you're not gonna do it in the future. And that's, I think, the biggest issue. Is why should we believe that you're gonna do something when we all know that you're just not gonna do it? You're not gonna focus on it. You just don't want other people to do it and make it look better than what you have done. And it's just been, no one understands it probably. But it's just been so like insecure and weird for a company like that to just ignore fans. And like, sure, they have every single right to go in and take out all these companies and cease and desist. It's their property, it's their right, sure, but it doesn't make it good for them to do that. You're just admitting that your new games maybe aren't the best, and you're trying to avoid people from enjoying what used to be for them. I just don't get it for them. I just don't get it. Are you kidding me? I don't know what the hell that was. Gotta be kidding me. How does one person get out of this shit? How do you get out of this? There's gotta be some controls here that I am just not understanding. Exit, hang up. Maybe if I blow the truck up, that'll destroy the whole point. How the fuck am I supposed to get out of this place? You ever blow it up? Where even am I? There's got to be a way to get out of this. Can you Google it now? That's not what I want. I want to be able to drive this car through this shit. What do you even call this? I'm gonna lose because I can't fucking get out of this place. Because GTA is GTA. just try to find a new session. Maybe that'll do something. I don't fucking know. Hopefully it gives me the option. Or do I have to do this shit all over again? I'd honestly rather do it all over again. Right, give me your phone. And then you drive? You fucking hit and run? Stop. Stop.
Shit, man.
What the fuck? Why don't you close your eyes? Who does that shit? Give me your car. Give me your car. Get the fuck out.
Bullshit.
Shut the fuck up. Goodbye.
All of irrelevant features. 9G. Discover your future. You can't be the best if you aren't doing 8 things at once on a tiny screen. The drone from Wiz Wireless. Together we're making your life 9 times better. That's the promise of the 9th generation. The city of Davis. The sound of South Los Santos.
Okay, what I think Activision should do. What I think Activision should do is stop giving a fuck overall. Long story short, why does it matter that a couple thousand fans are wanting to play something else than the games that you have forced us to play and are no longer supporting? You're not supporting the game for a reason. You don't want to put the resources into it. So why does it matter?
Customer is any indicator, you might not be bad at this whole thing after all. That person I put you in touch with, he's got another job. If it's anything like the last job, I won't want to know anything about it except for the finder's fee. Don't worry, it comes out of their end, not yours. He's gonna stop by again soon.
So why would they not support a game and which admits that they don't care about it, to then send people a cease and desist for wanting to play that game safely? And that's the big thing, is they're literally just trying to play a game safely. And I don't like, if they were still supporting a game and the servers, sure, we would all understand. Instead of wanting to combine everything, we would all understand. Maybe they want some money out of it, but you still get the same experience and the good servers and no risk of malware being downloaded. But that's just not the case. And Activision is too dumb to realize that. And I just don't. It puts a lot of risk into what Activision will be doing next, because they obviously have failed this most recent cycle that they have. Treyarch is the one that has been the one saving them and putting in not the most work, but they've been having to clean up the shitstorm that Activision has created in the boring game that they've created. So they've had to do the ranked system and all that, which has been very good. The ranked system has been very good. The gameplay and the mechanics of the game, which were not developed by them, have been the issue with MW2 and Warzone 2. And it's one of those things, like, you can't, like, they're taking credit for all these old games that they just don't care about anymore, and not focusing on the games that they should be caring about and the ones that are currently out and being supported by millions and millions of dollars and millions of fans. So thousands to them, thousands of fans, and the couple dollars that come from this they may lose is essentially like a write-off. Like, they will not know or ever see that money and recognize that it is gone. Like, it's one of those, like, it may just be like a rounding error. It's if they're that worried about the money, like, it's so minuscule to them, having so many resources and so many players in their game that are willing to put up these ridiculous amounts of money for the stupid cosmetics that they're putting out that aren't good, that it just doesn't make sense for them to be worried about a game that is not in production anymore, that they can just grow a fan base on and support them. And I know they've put out these remastered, like the whole MW2 thing, remastered campaign for $20 or whatever, and data miners found all this shit in it that said that they were going to do an online, but we all know that that was kind of just bullshit. They just wanted people to replay the campaign for what it was and forget about the money and forget about the multiplayer because of new COD's coming out. That's the big issue. They don't want people to have the opportunity, like in COD 4 multiplayer, where you can go back and actually play it on updated servers, because it would take away from the actual games that were coming out, like it did with Advanced Warfare. I didn't play a whole lot of Advanced Warfare because COD 4 was my favorite game. And when they came out basically together, it was one of those things that I played a couple games of Advanced Warfare and I decided that I didn't want to give it more of a chance. And that is my fault. Like, I heard it's a very good game and underrated.
Okay, this should be about as simple as it gets. The store knows you're on route. As soon as they confirm receipt of the parts, they'll release the funds. Standard disclaimers apply. In the event that you're intercepted, everyone you've ever known will deny all knowledge of your actions. I have a duty to warn you about the potential for bad actors to have tracked this shipment, blah, 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 blah. You know the score.
Yeah, I wanted to play COD 4 because that was a game that was my favorite, I grew up on, and I wanted to relive those memories instead of giving it Infinite Warfare a shot, because I didn't like what I saw from Infinite Warfare, whether it be like my opinion or whatever. I just didn't want to play more of the game. I wanted boots on the ground and all that kind of stuff. And I've heard there was very good guns in Infinite Warfare and all this stuff, and good gameplay, and it was really well done for what it was. But the other games that were like built kind of like it had ruined that experience for me, so I didn't want to play it. So I wanted to go back to COD 4. And I think they were so worried about that happening again to them that they are shutting down everything old, and they are not going to worry. They're not going to have anything devoted to an older game because they want all money from fans going to a game, when realistically that money was going to them anywhere. Just do a bundle and you'll get money from both. Put the two games out at once like they did with Infinite Warfare and COD 4, and you'll be fine. They are just so like idiotically like insecure, and they don't know how to run their company as well as they used to because they're so worried about money that they've lost sight of what the experience actually should be for multiplayer, because everything right now is about trying to get some shit multiplayer experience arena shooter out there and then develop all resources to Warzone, which is how a lot of the industry is going right now, and that's why I'm playing GTA currently. I've been going on a long tangent about this, but it is just how I feel. Like, I feel very strongly that they have fucked over so many people from having fun and enjoying games that were theirs that they just stopped caring about. Alright, who is this guy? Yet I feel like I don't have a big following for anyone to really even hear this, but I just want it to be known that from big creators to guys like me, it is being seen that Activision and Call of Duty just stopped focusing on what actually mattered and the experience that was being created. Alright, why can't I not shoot? Are you kidding me? But that leads kind of right into the state of the gaming industry as a whole, and I think everyone would admit that it is not in a good spot right now. The battle royales have taken over, and rightfully so. They are fun. Fortnite has been doing its thing for years, and they will continue to do so. Warzone has gone downhill. I don't play Apex when I know it's gone downhill. PUBG, I don't play it. Can't talk about it. All these creators are focused on developing these battle royale games that they've stopped trying to develop something unique within an experience. So yes, arena shooters are old, and there's not many people that are lining out the doors for them anymore like they used to be. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. What if the camo grinds and stuff still offer plenty of opportunity to play multiplayer and grind those camos and play these different maps that they come out with? But when you're openly admitting with the whole border crossing situation they announced that they're just throwing shit out there and hoping that it sticks because it's different than stuff that people like, it just doesn't sit well with people that, hey, they have all these resources to build something good, and they're in the game. All these old maps that people want to play, like a terminal or a high rise, they are physically in the game. You can play them and visit those places on Warzone, which makes no fucking sense how it is not in the actual game that it came out with, and how it is not MW2 of all games. How is that not a release that was confirmed but is not released? How stupid could they be to announce that these maps are there and then not release them in multiplayer? It's real fucking simple. Create an OG playlist with all the same maps from MW2 that you have developed. MW2, High Rise, Quarry. Throw in a fucking shipment if you want, because that sticks around everywhere. It's mind-blowing. Throw an Afghan. I think Afghan's in the game, or was in the game. I haven't played Warzone enough to know. But it's just mind-blowing how they literally have the fucking game there. They are just so worried about getting people to pay money for this next bundle and wait for the next season update or some bullshit like that to release what fans have been asking for the entire life cycle. And I was one to say that MW2 had one of the more, obviously, name alone, it had one of the highest hypes coming out of all games that have reached memory. And I just don't understand why they are ignoring everybody. And other games like Fortnite or whatever that are doing these updates consistently, you see them, yes, there's frustrating aspects, but they're putting in effort for they're putting in effort to try to communicate with fans, and that was a huge deal with when X-Defiant beta was out. It's because you had the fucking developers on Twitter non-stop trying to update and work with their developers and like the other people writing the code, because they want to make the game as fan-friendly as possible. I think that's the right word. I don't fucking know. It's just fucking annoying how a game that is going to be free and is going to be most likely better than MW2. From the very beginning, all they had to do was just say, hey, we care about the fans' opinion, and just post a couple tweets that saying, hey, this is the communication level that we're going to be expecting. This is what we're happening. This is like what's happening with the servers, what we're planning to do. It's real fucking simple what they have to do. Just communicate. And the refusal of some of these games has made the gaming industry as a whole extremely stale. Like if I could tell you like the last big release that came out, you would say Elden Ring probably. And that is because it has been the last unique game that has come out that took years in the making, and they fucking thought about it. I don't care if it was pushback or what. They thought about it, and they put the time in. They didn't care about hitting a certain due date. They wanted to make the game as best as possible. And you saw from the reviews and the awards that I don't want custom vehicles. I would suck at custom vehicles. But you saw that they have this backing already of support, because when you release a game, no one's going to give a fuck how long it took to release it if the game is good. If the game is bad and shit, like Call of Duty kind of has been, people are going to care, because it's just been non-stop where they just don't listen and they put out what they want, and they don't take into account what anyone is saying. And I know they have calls with, I know Tim the Tatman has talked about it. I think Ninja was vocal about these different experiences that they've had with Call of Duty when the developers invite them out to play the game. Like, why are we not fucking listening to the people that are playing the game? And I think that's been the difference between games that succeed. Like GTA, I was looking up yesterday, I was talking to someone in the chat. This game came out in 2013. You think they would be lasting for 10 fucking years if they didn't care about what a fan said and what they thought they could work on within the game? It just doesn't make fucking sense why industry, like, developers are regurgitating the same exact game over and over again and expecting someone to buy the same shit in and out, like year in and year out, and not complain about it or want something different. That was like the biggest issue with Warzone 2. People were excited about certain aspects of the new Warzone when it came out, and the new updates within Fortnite, and Warzone specifically having fucking failed because they just don't care about what anyone that plays their game is saying. It's just like it's annoying because I don't understand why developers of games have wanted to put out the same shit as someone else. So originally growing up, you had Call of Duty versus Battlefield. That was the big rivalry. And I'm saying these because these are obviously the big titles. I'm just comparing them back and forth. Call of Duty versus Battlefield. Yes, they were different. Figured I'd shoot a couple bullets. You knew that essentially they were very similar in their gaming. Like what they were trying to accomplish was just a good multiplayer experience online, focused on. Can I even? focused on like an arena shooter style, and they wanted to see how the players would react to something similar arena shooter style, but different mechanics. Like, if you played Battlefield and Call of Duty, you knew exactly the differences within the gameplays. But they were attempting to do the same style of thing. Why can I not register as a CEO? But like, you had these games that were very similar in desire of like what the fans that they wanted, but they were drastically different and unique, accomplishing the same fucking goal. And like, now to the point where if you don't have the same style of battle royale or whatever, it's to the point where like they just don't like care anymore. I gotta buy fucking warehouse. I don't even know why I'm here. Just get the fuck out. Gotta go back to my gun business. It's just fucking annoying that, like, I don't know what games to look forward to anymore, because they are all the same shit. And I've been having a blast on GTA because it is something different. Like, it just doesn't make sense why we are having the same shit thrown at us expecting a different result because someone thinks it's a good idea to compare and not even have any differences between games anymore. Like Battlefield, if you go back and play it right now, it's still kind of fun because they don't give a shit about trying to build a better world. They're trying to do what they are good at doing, and they are good at doing what they do. And it just doesn't make fucking sense anymore. Like, why this industry as a whole has stopped trying to build something unique because they don't want to be different enough because they're afraid they're going to lose a couple thousand fans to a different game because they don't have a certain aspect, and then it takes it away from other parts of the game that they've built a backing on over the years. And I may sound like I'm bitching, and I completely am probably, but if you build a backing on the game and you have it as a staple as part of the industry, it should never get to a point where it's bad. Like right now, Call of Duty multiplayer is just a bad experience. And it was the main one for years, and I don't understand how they got to the point where it was just they stopped caring about it once Warzone came out. And Modern Warfare 2019 may have been the difference maker because I really enjoyed that game. I know people give it shit, but I think it was one of the more influential Call of Duties in the entire history of the franchise. So, what the fuck? How does that even happen? The best driver. Just gonna ignore all that shit. But man, I hope that this gaming industry changes soon. I know GTA 6 isn't going to come out for years, and the reason that they as I didn't notice before I started playing this game, but they have built this game and worked on it so much that there is multiple different games within this one designated title. Like you have racing, you have heist, you have a story, you have an online story, you have robberies, you have the role playing. You have so many different games that it just doesn't it's mind blowing what happens when you put the right people in a room up top, in the top of a building, coming up with ideas for games. That they can create something so vast and encompasses a lot of different styles of players all into one game. Like you can do your thing, you can play solo, you can play with a squad, you can do whatever the fuck you want in this game because that is how it is meant to be. And they are not trying to fuck around with limiting people. Yes, obviously hacking and stuff like that. I've run into a bunch. It's an issue, but after 10 years, you expect some hackers to get through. But it's just this is one of the only games I don't generally know what kind of game I would like to play. I want to play that doesn't regurgitate the same shit over and over again. If there's a game that's like that out there, don't say Elden Ring because I fucking tried that game and I gave it up after 2 seconds because I suck at it. I just generally don't know what games are coming out there that I should be looking forward to. Because if you think of the developers and the fans create a game say Doc or something like that, why can I not get into my own? There we go. So Doc, Dr. Disrespect, and Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx. All of them developing their own game, but that's not going to be for fucking years. So what is going to happen in the meantime between them? Are they just going to come out with Warzone 3 or some bullshit? They're just trying to milk money, which obviously we've all seen and we all know. But it's just at the point of being annoying. Just come up with a new idea. It doesn't have to be a new fucking game. Just come up with a new idea that would be interesting. And that's been the issue. I don't know. What the fuck is this? And I am genuinely having fun playing this game and grinding it a little bit, even though I'm very new to it. I'm not grinding it a whole lot, level wise right now. I'm not very far into it, but it's just fun to play something that has unique aspects to it, and I can do so many different things. I wanted to play Warzone today to go back and see what it was like, but I realized I would just play 2 or 3 games and get to the point of just being it's just fucking annoying of the same shit over and over again. You know how the game's gonna end, you know how it's gonna start. It's just annoying. I'm one guy. No one's gonna listen to me because no one knows who I am. But it's just what do we have to do? And like, what are your opinions on what should be done, kind of thing. And the next steps for the gaming industry that you want. Like, I don't know. Like, do I play fucking sports games? Like, go to Madden, play online Madden? Like, who the fuck knows what's next? I don't know. Because that's where, like, I started my YouTube channel up 10 years ago, however many years ago, before I took, like, a couple years, like 7 years off. Made Madden videos, took them all down, obviously. But that was what I found fun at the time. I just started playing Madden videos and get a couple views, grew a little bit, took a break because I had to go to school and all that shit. But like, I don't fucking know like what game to look forward to coming up next. And I think that's been one of the issues. Is I don't know a game to look forward to.
Okay, so you found the terminal. This is how you run ops out of this mobile ops center. Budgets aren't what they used to be, but we've still got a ridiculous amount of money to spend on cool toys. I mean, operationally appropriate hardware. When jobs become available, click accept and we'll get you started. You'll be maintaining the global order while driving the most state-of-the-art weaponized vehicles available. And any equipment you use gets discounted on war stock. And that's because we trust you. So this is a good thing you're doing. Very good.
Guess I have to upgrade it. What do I have for everyone? No screens and lights. Alright, sorry about that. I had to call. Because my dog has allergies. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. workshop. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the color and the command center.
I asked for your help in dealing with some gangs, and you do nothing.
Alright, let's try to exit that bunker. I gotta go stop by my money laundering business. I just remembered. I can find a motorcycle still. motorcycle, but I mean, I'll take it.
Oh my lord!
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Don't forget to bring me some cars on the car list. Get out there and find them.
Forgot how unforgiving the bikes are in this game when you get hit by something. Or when you hit something, I should say. Get hit. That's how you recover right there. Well, shit. How do I get up? I enjoy this view, but I don't want to be down here. Greatly appreciate any way to get the fuck out of here. Oh, god damn it. Get up.
Okay, we're attempting some discretion here and pretending we're the Postal Service. Got it? Okay. The product's loaded and ready for delivery.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, fuck that stop sign. I have to be going like 3 miles an hour. Does it even say? I can't even see. Not even going 60 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. Just my fat ass weighing this whole fucking thing down. We'll get there. Gotcha. Oh, now we're picking it up. Here we go. Going downhill.
Cut my engine to save gas, but then I had trouble restarting it. Anyway, whatevs. I'm gonna go get a cheap shot. I'll call later.
I'm a little delivery driver. My way. Sounds like a real UPS driver. Oh, shut up. Douchebag. The hell do you mean, my president? How the hell have I been let go from my own motorcycle club?
Well, at least you sold some of that product.
What?
I'm transferring what's there to your account. LJT out.
Hey, come on! I gotta be at work! You
There's no shot I got kicked out halfway.
Holy shit!
Thank you very much. I'll be taking this from you, you piece of shit. Don't honk at me. Of course there's fucking 3 cops right there. And a 4th. We'll
we're
just
just
go.
happy to be playing. It's like, let us play. We don't care. We'll play anywhere with anybody. The way that we made friends was that we had drugs and we had beer and cigarettes and all the other vinyl bands had a bit of a fashion sense. And for us, we weren't about the fashion. We were about the music. We were about the happening. We were about the party. Here's DRI. That's Dirty Rotten Whistles.
Not doing anything to you, officer. Just let me go. I'm not trying to kill anybody.